The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from Asmodee. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the daughter.
Today, Megan, what are we going to play?
Anchors Aweigh. This is from Z-Man Games.
Yes, this is a game where we are not pirates, but we have to face pirates.
Yes.
Well, or we can run away.
I don't do that.
We can flee. Yes, you don't,
I don't
do
like
that.
doing that.
So this is a game that has a real-time element where we're going to be grabbing tiles and placing them on our ship. And then we're going to set sail and we're going to trade with merchants. We're going to discover new things.
Fight with pirates.
Fight with pirates or flee. We're going to be collecting booty. So let's see who can win.
All right.
Dad or daughter? We are seafarers embarking on a journey of discovery. So
Are we at Epcot? That's what you do at Epcot. Discover.
Discover?
That's their thing, yeah.
Well,
Epcot in the 80s. I guess they had some pirates.
well, we have our own ship, and you can see this is what our ship looks like here. And you'll notice our ship kind of has two sections. We have our above deck, and we have our below deck. Now,
Not the Bravo TV show, Below Deck.
oh,
Although
is that the
that's
one
a
about
pretty
the
good one.
where they get the private yachts?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
Well, anyway, this is our private yacht, and you'll notice that we have different areas on our ship that are these squares. These are kind of places where we can put our cargo, basically
Yes.
the assets for our ship. And you'll see that's what that big pile is there, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have this player shield, which if you look at it like this, it shows the ocean there. But this keeps everything else hidden behind here. You've got four other areas that you can, and I realize it's kind of hard
The glare.
showing, yeah. But you've got four other areas behind the shield here for you, where you can actually put any of the assets. And you have two over here that don't have boxes around them. They just have the outline of these little booty bags is what we call them. And the booty bags are these little tokens here. They come in four different colors. You'll see we have blue, white, purple, and orange. Now those are going to be worth 1 point apiece at the end of the game. And whoever had, or I should say, they're worth $1
Yes.
when we come into port. So not at the end of the game, because
Yes.
we're going to come into port actually twice, because the game is played over 2 rounds. Each round is identical. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to create basically our adventure deck. And the way we do that is we have 4 different kinds of cards. Megan, I'm going to let you show off the cards there, and I'll explain what they are. Okay, so the first cards here are the discovery cards. There are 20 of those, but we're only going to be using 5 of those in each adventure. So there's going to be 10 that we don't use throughout the game. And as Megan is showing you these cards, these are going to be basically, these are items we're going to try to get on our ship, and we're going to be able to exchange those during the course of our travel for these booty tokens. So if we have a shovel and a coil of rope on the ship, we can basically trade those in and get a blue and an orange.
So all of these have some different requirements. You might just be getting the money, you might get the booty, so all depends, but different requirements to meet those.
Yep. The next stack that we have is the pirate stack. So the pirate stack, these are ones where we're going to have to either make a decision. Do we want to fight the pirates or do we want to flee? If we flee, there's no bad stuff. But if we fight the pirates, we have to have what it takes in order to defeat them. So in this case, the pirates, to defeat them, we need a saber and we need a map. And we're going to be able to get 2 of the booty tokens of any of the colors that we want. If we choose to fight and we cannot make this payment here, then we will lose 2 coins and 1 booty token.
Now, this was a question I had during our first couple of playthroughs and going over the rules. If this is your first round and you have no money, how do you pay?
Well, there are cards that are going to give you money for your trade.
But if those haven't came up yet,
If those haven't come up yet and you do not have the required items to pay, you don't have the 2 money and you don't have the booty token, you pay what you can.
yes. So sometimes that could be a booty token, otherwise you just kind of get off for free even though you're kind of a chicken.
Yeah, so sometimes that's, yeah, if you don't have anything, any money to lose or any of the booty tokens, it can be worth your while to try to just fight them. Next, we have the these are the trade ships. So you'll notice we're going to be trading booty for more booty. So we can trade 1 blue booty for 2 purple booty. You want to give those a little shake?
I'm
Be
not
shaking your booty.
No, okay, we're moving on to the next deck.
So the last one are the red ships. These are contract ships, and you'll notice that they've got a little arrow at the bottom. That means that when we have these encounters come up in the deck, if they are not the last ones, then these are going to go to the bottom, and we'll resolve these at the very end.
I just want to point out, with that icon being on the contract ships, you have this one down here for your pirate ones. So basically just make sure you ask all the players, hey, do you want to fight or flee? So just before you flip it over and be like, oh wait, I can't resolve it, I want to flee, you have to kind of make up your mind before you do that.
Yeah. So those are the different types of cards. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take a select number of those to form our adventure deck, basically. So we are going to shuffle each one of those decks up separately, and then we are going to choose 5 of the green adventure, the discovery ships. We're going to choose 3 of the pirates, 3 of the contracts, and 2 of the trade. Okay, so we have the required number of cards. We have 5 of the discovery, 3 contract, 3 pirates, and 2 of the trade. So what we're going to do is we are now going to shuffle all of these together, and then we're going to put them in a circle around the asset tiles that you see there that Megan is actually going to show you what those are in a minute while I'm putting these cards down.
Alright, so I know it says in the rulebook for like setting up your game, you might want to put all of these tiles, shake them up in your lid, and then dump them out. We've kind of done that, but I want to show you first what all these tiles are, because you saw the icons on here, but there are some special features with some of these I kind of want to show off. So first you just have like your basic ones here. They are very plain tiles. You got your cannon, your periscope, shovel.
I think it's your spyglass.
Well, it does the
Yeah,
periscopey thingy.
They didn't have a periscope. That's what they have on submarines.
You know, then maybe it's just a really high-tech boat. You've got like some crew workers and a compass, some rope, and a map. And we have a monkey. We named him Jack.
We named the monkey Jack.
We did. The monkey has absolutely no purpose other than being in the pile just to confuse you.
There actually is a variant, I think, that where you can play with the monkey, but
for this one, we're not.
For basic game, yeah, he's just there to kind of mess with you.
And then we have this one, which kind of gives you the extra cargo hold for your booty token. So if you're starting to grab those and you might want to kind of get those extra tokens, that's a good thing. Now I do want to point out with that one.
I actually have it upside down.
Oh, there you go. So that tile and this tile are a bit different. Why?
There is a red starfish on this one.
Yep.
So in a 3 and 4 player game, the red starfish you basically ignore. But in a 2-player game, you do not want to load these onto your ship. If you do, whenever you set sail, these actually have to get dumped off of your ship, and you do not get a chance to refill those. So in a 2-player game, it basically adds more confusion to the pile that you've got to sort through, so you don't want to take those. So you see that we've got the 13 cards around our asset tokens. So this is going to be a real-time part of the game. What we're going to do is we're going to be saying all aboard. We're going to flip these over.
Yes.
Not yet. We're going to flip these over, and then we're going to have a chance to see what these encounter cards are going to require, or the pirates and so forth. So these are the things that we are going to want to try to grab either out of here, or we can grab some booty tokens, because 2 of the spots on our ship can only hold booty tokens. So we're going to take those. But there are some rules for grabbing the tiles out of the middle.
Yes.
Rule number 1, you only get to use one hand.
But I want to use both so I can use it to swat your hand away.
No. You're the one who always steals my tiles.
I do, because you pick them up and you look at them, and then I just grab them from you.
You'll also notice that there are tiles that are face down. They've got the little question mark showing up. So that is intentional too, because you just dump the tiles out, and wherever they fall, they lay. You can flip those over and look at them, but whenever you put them back, then they have to remain face up. So when you place these assets on your ship, they can only go into one of the marked areas on your ship. You can't double those up. And then, like I said, you have to take 2 of the, they call them cargo. I like to call them booty tiles.
Yeah.
They're the cargo. You have to take at least 2 of those. We'll talk about the next phase after this, but let's get ready to play. Okay, so now when I say all aboard, then we're going to start flipping these over and start loading our ship. All aboard. Okay, so now we got to look and see what we need. One hand only. Oh no, so Megan is now going to be the captain. Yikes. Okay, so the other players can actually finish their turn out. Let's see. I can leave one of these, another one of these, and I need that or not. Okay. All right. So now that Megan is the captain and we both have our ships filled, what Megan will do is she will take that deck. We're all going to go sailing, sailing. Da, 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 da. Okay, so she will flip these over, and one at a time we will decide if we are going to resolve. So Megan, as the captain, you will get first choice.
Cool. Would you like to trade a purple for a white,
You're
blue,
first.
and orange? I do not want to, so that's why I'm offering it to you.
I will trade one purple in for a white, a blue, and an orange.
And you can only hold what you can.
That's
So
true.
you
Now
can't be storing extra, but like I realized, I wondered immediately in another game, how are you holding more if you only got rid of one? Because
Yes,
you used your...
because I get these.
Yes, see, that's why I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. But
Yeah.
yes. Alrighty, so you can trade in the spyglass and a map for a purple, orange, and blue. I wouldn't pass on
I will
that.
trade in a spyglass and
Okay.
a map and get a purple, orange, and blue.
Yeah. I noticed that seems to be your strategy more, is to go for those extra cargo holds.
Well, they help.
They have paid you off for you. Alright, I would like to fight the pirates. Would you like to fight the pirates?
I will try to fight the pirates.
Alright, so we are looking for a cannon and a crew member.
I have a cannon and a crew
We
member.
do two. That gets us 2 booty tokens.
Of anything that we want.
What are you choosing?
I will choose a white and a purple.
Took a white and a green. Or green. White and orange. Alright. Looking at this screen. So this one is, if you have a shovel, you can get a blue and a white.
I will trade in a shovel for a blue and a white.
I will pass on that. Next one, trade in a map for a blue and a white.
I will pass.
Okay. And then a map and a sailor for white, orange, and blue. Take it you don't have the map.
I don't have a map.
It's like all of these are maps. Would you like to fight the pirates? Because I would.
I'm going to pass. I'm going to flee.
I'm going to go for it. So I need a sword and a sailor, which I have. And I can get 3 booty tokens. I'll take a purple and a blue because that's all I can hold. Next one.
You can also get rid of stuff in order to load that other
I'm
up.
good, though.
Because that's going to be a
now.
point when you get back into
I know,
port.
but I'm good.
Okay.
So a spyglass for an orange and a white. I'm good.
I will pass too.
All right. An orange for a blue and a purple.
I will trade an orange and for a blue and a purple.
Would you like to fight the pirates?
I will decline to
I'm
fight the
gonna
pirates.
go for the pirates because I made sure I could always fight the pirates, especially for this one because it's 6 monies.
Oh, I have no monies.
Alrighty, so contracts. If you have an orange and blue and purple, you get 7 monies.
A purple, a blue, and an orange. I can trade those in for 7 money.
Okay.
And when you get the money, you just kind of put it on your mast. It doesn't take up cargo space.
Next one, white, blue, and orange for 5 monies.
White, blue, and orange for 5 money. I can do that.
And then white, blue, purple for 6 monies.
White, blue, and purple for 6 money.
Alrighty.
Money, 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 money.
So that is that.
Okay, so now we come back into port basically, and any tokens that we still have, we just throw those back in the middle.
Any booty tokens equal 1 money that you still have left.
Yep. So I have 3, So I get me 3 money.
Add 1, which gets me 1. Now, if you have 10 monies, you can trade it in for a treasure chest.
Well, for every 10 monies, you trade it in.
Yes.
So I've got 10 there, and I think I got another 10.
But your treasure chests block off a hold on your ship.
Yes, they do. So I will get 2 treasure chests. And you can put those anywhere except for those spaces that are only reserved for the booty tokens. So I'll just put those right down here. So now what we're going to do is those cards that we used in the first round, those are out of the game. We will take the requisite number of cards, so 5 of the Discover cards, 3, 4, 5, 3 contracts, 1, 2, 3, 2 of the trade, and 3 of the pirates. And we will shuffle those together and we will do round 2. Okay, so you can see we are ready to begin round 2. Megan, since you were captain, I'm gonna let you start us off.
All aboard.
All right.
Anchors away.
Okay.
Dropped one.
Don't remember what I needed for stuff. Take that. And the one thing that does allow you to do is it kind of
Gives you
now
more
slow
time to
down, but you
focus.
don't know what you're doing, although I do know what I'm going for. I'm going for these double booty holds
Yep.
in my ship. All right, so we now have our ships ready to go.
Alrighty. So, first up, compass and sword gets you 6 monies, which I have.
I will trade in a compass and a sword for 6 monies.
Alrighty. Next one, a compass for 2 monies.
Well, you get first
I'm
choice.
passing.
I'm passing.
Yep.
on that, too.
Alright.
Actually, I don't even have another compass.
Contract's gonna go on the bottom there. Pirate, would you like to fight the pirates?
Yes.
I would too. So it is going to be a sword and a spyglass for 7 monies.
I have those.
Me too. My goal is defeat the pirates first, go for the money second. Next pirate, would you like to fight?
Yes.
Alright, cannon and treasure chest get you 4 monies.
Treasure map.
Treasure map, treasure chest.
I do have that. Unfortunately, it's only giving me 4.
Alright. Would you like to swap in a compass and a map for purple and white?
You get first choice.
I do not,
I
so.
will pass.
Alrighty.
I don't have any more
A
compasses.
sword for white, orange, and purple. I'm passing.
Pass.
Alrighty. Contract goes on the bottom there. Alrighty. Blue. White for 2 blues and an orange.
I wish I had a white.
I'm good. I'm good on that. Other contract goes on the bottom. Last pirate ship. Would you like to fight?
No, I'm going to run away like a little girl.
I would, because I am prepared for those pirates. So I get 3 of my choosing. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 purples and a blue. And then, if you have a purple, you can trade it in for 2 orange.
I do have a purple.
I do too.
Trade in for 2 orange.
And then, if you have a shovel, you can trade it in for a purple.
I do have a shovel.
I don't. That is that. Contract time. If you have an orange and a white, you can get 5 monies.
Don't have a white one.
Alrighty. If you have an orange and a blue, you can get 4 monies.
I don't have a blue.
That sucks.
Uh-oh, this is...
If you have a white and an orange, you can get 4.
Don't.
Cha-ching.
All right, so now we are back in port. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cash in everything off camera so that we can keep you guys in suspense for the trophy presentation. Well, this was quite a butt kicking. Yeah, Megan had 59. Dad only
Yep.
had 42.
That last one definitely helped because my first goal was go for the pirate ships, especially those that had monies, and then contracts had money, so I made sure I grabbed all of those up just so that would definitely help me out.
Yeah.
And I actually utilized those bonus holds for that one, mainly just for this contract, so I knew I could pretty much fulfill a contract in one spot.
Okay, so enough of how Megan kicked my butt. Let's get to what we think. To the victor go the spoils. So Megan, I will let you go first.
All right. I like this game. It's pretty fun. I like games that are in real time because I normally have a better advantage at them than you.
You do kick my butt.
So that helps because I really like that aspect. It kind of raises your anxiety a little bit. You kind of have that little time pressure limit to try to find what you need, make sure you're fulfilling what you can or what would be the best for you, and then definitely do it before all those cards go away and you're left struggling and figuring out what you need. I think it's really cool how after the first round, once you cash in those that are worth 10 and you get that treasure chest, that starts limiting your holds. So you definitely want to try to maybe focus on getting those extra, the booty booty holders.
They're the double cargos,
yes,
but we
double
call
cargos.
them the booty holders.
It's not so bad. But because then maybe you can focus on getting some of those other contracts or other like agreements and trades, kind of, you can do those. So you're still fulfilling some of those cards, but I always focus on those pirates, so that way I have all three of those covered. That way I never come back down from a fight. And then maybe if I don't have one covered, which I've played in a couple games, I don't know which one's coming up, and then I may or may not have that requirement to win, so then you are losing some stuff. So that's what I normally try to do. But I do like this game. I love the components. I think the aspect of like the player shield is really cool, especially playing it, because at first I was like, this is kind of weird because I thought it was supposed to like stand up, because I thought that's what it was at the beginning. Then I realized, oh, that makes more sense. So I think that's really cool. Really nice cardboard stock. I like the artwork. They're all pretty much the same. The only difference is the little flag on top. This one's blue, Dad has green, there's a red and yellow. Your colors really don't come into play, so you can just grab a ship, really. But yeah, I think they're pretty cool. Your coin and, treasure chest, card stock, all really good. Nice, good wooden tokens, which I know we've covered in our unboxings. But yeah, overall, really good game. Good little filler, I think.
Yeah,
what about for you?
This is a nice little game. I first was able to demo this at Gen Con. I was walking by, and of course, the first thing that jumped out at me was the pirate. So let me talk about that, the art on the cards. I really like this. It's looks nice. The boats are all the same, and the sails are what's different. But the art on the cards, the art on the tokens themselves, I think are kind of they're neat. And like Megan said, these are nice, thick cardboard stock. Yeah. The cards have a very nice linen finish on them, and the art on the cards is very readable. It's no doubt in what you need. They're nice, big.
Yes.
I like that real-time aspect of where these cards are all flipped up. You're trying to decide what you want or what you need, and then trying to remember. So there's a memory aspect to it, which is also against me because I have a horrible memory.
Yeah. That's why I almost try to only pick up like maybe 4 of the cards, and then I kind of let you do the others, so that way I can kind of start getting that quicker advantage too on, I can like pick that one up a little bit quicker, and then start digging around in the deck. Yeah.
Now, the only time I've actually played this with 4 was when I demoed it at Gen Con. But you and I have played several games, and it is very light. It's probably lighter than what I would normally play, but it is actually a fun little fast game.
Because you still have a little bit of a thinky concept. I mean, it's not too AP. You're not like bogged down in, I really got to think. You
can't afford to be AP.
You can't.
Because
you got to grab.
You will miss out. Those cards are going to go away, and then you're going to try to remember what was left there.
At least in the 2-player, especially looking for if you want to complete, I don't exactly know how many of the tokens have the stars. So in a 2-player variant, like which ones you definitely want to try to grab quicker. Because I know I was mainly just trying to grab
I think everyone has a certain number of stars.
I mean, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, like I don't know like what the ratio is on what has stars and what doesn't. But for 2 players, you're looking for that one that you're looking for, like the item, and then you're definitely making sure it doesn't have a star so you don't lose it.
So let me talk more about the gameplay, because This game is accessible for, I think,
yeah.
pretty much all ages. It says 8 and up on the box.
That's pretty fair. I mean, maybe 7.
yeah,
But
I mean-
I wouldn't go too young.
But you can also play this with older folks.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to kick their butt because they're not going to be, one, they're not going to remember what they need, and they're going to be slow trying to get the stuff. So, well, it's going to be like me.
I was going to say, yeah, older folks with you, yes.
But it is such an easy game. It's easy to teach. People should have no problem picking it up.
Very fast game. It's only 2 turns.
So in that regard, I would say this is a pretty decent family game.
Oh, yeah.
And
You could honestly play this for more rounds if you felt like it. To make it more of a challenge, you're just going to lock up those cargo holds.
well, and that's a good point because here are all the cards that we did not use. So
there's a lot.
There's 52 cards in total.
Yep.
So it tells you right here that you have
only played with
20 discovery, 12 pirate, 8 trade, and 12 contract, which means you could actually play through 4 rounds if you wanted. So definitely replayability because you don't know what cards are going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you could make it a longer game if you wanted.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. Everything else, I think we've covered. Component-wise, it's good. Gameplay, it's entertaining. It's fast. Plays up to 4.
Pretty good.
Good for the whole family. So
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it.
Definitely a good game for Pirate Day.
It is a good. Glad you brought that up because Play Like a Pirate Day or International Play Like a Pirate Day is coming up on Saturday, September 22nd,
Woo!
2018. So if you're watching this afterwards, you missed it. But this would be a good game for you to pick up for next year.
Yes.
While everybody else is playing those heavier games and you need some fillers, this would be a good one for that.
It's a good filler. It's good for, if you do have like a really big thinky game, like, what was that? The massive one, Francis Drake.
Francis Drake, yeah.
Ooh, the heaviest game in the whole entire world. Yeah, so, I mean, that's good. If you kind of like come out of that and you're like, I don't want to think for a moment, get this game out. It's pretty fun.
Yep. All right. So that is Anchors Aweigh, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.